So go say what you say. You act who's best, y'all should say.
Waco Team
Come on.
USA.
I'm the underdog in this ring, man. I'ma go so hard, that's the game plan. Keep my hands and feet real steady. Yeah, the pressure's on and I'm ready. Let's go. Everyone in the place, if you with me, then feel the beat as we speak. We run this here, do it our way. Ask who's great, y'all should say.
Waco Team USA.
Come on, everybody.
Waco Team USA.
Hey, it's KJ from Kicking It, and today on Waco USA News, we have Nate Gaston. Oh my God, he has done so much since the last time we've seen him. I'm super excited. Nate, why don't let's update the fans on all the cool things you've been doing.
Okay, first off, I believe it was last year, I had my first international tournament with Waco in Cancun, Mexico. Fought 2 fights, the first one against Argentina, and the second and last final fight was with Brazil. Ended up coming away with the gold there. I'd say a month or 2 later, I did a Pan American Championship under IFMA Muay Thai. Similar scenario, fought Brazil for first round and fought Argentina in the finals. Came away with the gold in that as well. And I'd say a month or 2 later, was invited to represent the USA under Waco over in Ireland. Had 2 fights. First fight was against Ireland, their very own. Won that, and the finals was against Switzerland. Was able to beat both my opponents and come away with the gold from there. And just recently got back from Thailand. I fought in the IFMA World Championships. Unfortunately, I didn't come away with the gold this time. I actually got injured, but I got 2 fights in. I fought Austria in the first round, got a TKO, and was able to beat my Germany opponent by decision. So didn't lose, beat both my opponents, but it was kind of, a sour end of it and getting injured and have to withdraw. But definitely a great experience and definitely an eye-opener to get me ready for Bosnia in October.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Oh my gosh, so that's 3 gold medals, and then one that was not. So, what did you win anything, or did you just had to withdraw from it?
Yeah, I had to withdraw. I had a pretty big bracket. I believe there was 18 of us, so I think I had 3 fights left in order to get the gold. So I came away with experience on that one, so I'll take it as that.
Well, sometimes health and safety is a little more important than that medal. You know what I mean? Like, you get hurt, that could end your career. So it's better just to withdraw and get yourself healthy, because then you come back bigger and better and stronger. So, So that's basically what you're doing right now. Just, I know you're resting, you're getting your arm back together. What have you been doing to take care of that injury?
I got back this past Friday. So far I spoke to a doctor in the ER just to get a general evaluation on my arm. We were just making sure the serious stuff was out of the way, such as a tear or ruptures. We did an ultrasound over in Bangkok, Thailand. They didn't see any tears or anything, just a lot of damage to the tissue and maybe a high-grade strain. So right now I'm going to get an MRI just to confirm everything, and then we'll begin rehabbing and getting it stronger. So I'll be ready to go in Bosnia.
Wow, well, it'll be interesting to follow you while you rehab, because all fighters do get hurt and things do happen, and you need to properly take care of yourself so that you can get through your injury and come back better, bigger, stronger, and able to fight healthy. So I'm super excited to hear about, maybe that would be kind of cool. So many fighters, they hide their injuries, and but I'm just glad it's not horrible, but still, it would be a good thing to follow you so other fighters could see, when you get hurt, it's okay to stop fighting. It's okay to take that break to get better, and I have a feeling you're going to come back and win a gold in Bosnia anyway, so good thing we have plenty of time.
Yes, health is a priority for a fighter, especially if you're making this a career. You have to sometimes set your ego aside and think long term compared to short term goals. So the goal is to stay healthy and stay fit so we can keep fighting rather than go for one fight and possibly be sidelined for a year or maybe even more. That can be a career ruiner. So you want to make sure you take care of yourself, think with your mind as well as your heart, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to get healthy, come back stronger, and definitely be ready to get that gold in Bosnia.
Right, and that's one thing Waco Team USA and the Waco organization, health and fitness and safety is above everything else. And so I'm super excited that your coach did not push you to keep going, knowing that you were, having trouble, because you are far by far not lazy. Obviously, with 3 gold medals in the last year, you have the passion to fight. So sometimes with a bad coach to force you to fight, you could have really hurt yourself. So my hats are off to your coach for basically listening to you and saying, hey, listen, this is not worth it. We want our guy to be healthy. And because I think that's important. If you have, there are fighters that have coaches that wouldn't care.
Yeah, it's absolutely important. I was blessed to have a great coaching staff for Team USA under IFMA. As long as my head coach, he came to Bangkok as well. So I had a lot of wisdom and guidance. We also had an amazing med team that came with us under there. They were working around the clock trying to get me ready for my next fight. Did everything they could, but at the end we made the right call to, over health over, what we were going after at that time. So just, having the right people in your corner is what you need.
Right, I totally agree with you, and that's why you're going to be healthy and you're going to be ready for Bosnia. So, what else have you been doing, like in your personal life?
I'm just back to work, get to see the family, and just reflecting on everything. I was gone for 3 weeks, so a lot to take in. Starting to break down and look at my performances, how I performed out there against certain countries. Also studying my opponents that were in my bracket to see what they were doing, what was working for them. So a lot of just downloading the information and trying to up my game, try to prepare myself to get ready so I can come back to Bosnia, a new fighter with new tools and, a few surprises.
Well, I'm super excited. I know you're going to do well, and I appreciate you being here. And this is a perfect example of a fighter. He's here supporting the training camp, the Waco Team USA training camp. Although that he cannot train, he still comes as a representative. He still is part of a team. You don't need to be an active fighter to be part of the team. You could just be part of the team. And so I'm super excited that although you can't come and train, you still came to represent, because you are a role model to Waco Team USA. So everybody was super excited when they found out you were coming anyway, and it was great to see them well receive you, because you are loved by our organization, and we just wish nothing but the best for you. So
got to be there for your team. That's for any new people on the team this year, it's that's the biggest thing you need to take in right now before we go overseas. It's not just about you, it's about the team as a whole, everyone's performance. So you need to break that habit of like, it's just for me, this is what I want. No, we're here as a team. We're all trying to get the gold, but no matter what, we want to help and push each other through these challenges we'll have in a few months.
Wow. And I really, on that note, I just totally love you, and I appreciate everything. And guess what? We're going to follow him around, and we're going to do some webisodes, as I call it, and we're going to update fans on how he's training through and breaking through this injury and getting back on track. Because I think that's important for fighters to see a role model that is not afraid to say, hey, listen, I got hurt, I had to back out, but yet I'm taking care of myself to come back bigger and better. And I think that's something a lot of the young fighters need to learn. If you're going to have a long career in this, you need to take your injuries and you need to take care of them. And by having a good team, they called it, and because of that, he will be fine for Bosnia, and I'm super excited for it. So on that note, we'll see you after the commercial break on Kicking It. Hey everyone, it's KJ Kordick, and I'm super excited. I got Pam Sorensen here. She just killed it in Invicta 36. Oh my God, I'm super excited. People don't know this, but Pam was one of my first interviews when I first started, so she's near and dear to my heart. I'm super excited to see how far you have grown. Pam is also a WACO Team USA and going to Bosnia, so we're super excited about that. How do you feel your experience in that organization can help you with the WACO Team USA training?
I mean, I already fight the top girls in the world in my weight class in MMA, so I mean, I could see how that could translate to kickboxing as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, we love you in kickboxing, and I remember last time I interviewed you about 2 years ago, you had your dreams, and this was one of your dreams, and I'm super excited to be able to share that she did her dream, and then she got on a plane and flew all the way to all the way to the WACO Team USA headquarters in Huntley, Illinois. I mean, this is true dedication. I mean, look at her. I mean, she's beat up, but yet she still got on a plane. So tell us a little bit of what's going on with your future besides Bosnia.
I'm not really sure right now. I mean, I just won the Invicta World title, so I'm hoping to defend that, and, I'd like to be a little more active in kickboxing if it's possible.
Well, with you going to Bosnia, I'm sure you're going to be training a lot. So now, what have you been doing when you mix up your training from when you go from the MMA to the kickboxing? Does that get confusing, or do you find it easy?
No, I actually find it easy. It's something I've always done. I've always competed in both. As an amateur, I went back and forth, and so it's just kind of what I've done from the get-go. So.
Well, one thing that did flip me out is the last camp I did see her at, you did not know you had a huge tumor. And, that could have been life-threatening. And then here you go and you have this surgery, you get it out, and then you get back into training and you win a championship. I mean, you got to admit. So was that really, were you worried about that at all? Or were you just, was your mind blown when you found out exactly what was going on?
Yeah, because I went in thinking, like, oh, maybe it's appendicitis or something. And they're like, no, you have a huge growth in your abdomen. I had a really rough surgery, a really invasive, major surgery. And, there was times where I doubted whether I was even going to be able to compete again. And so to be back and, just winning an MMA world title and then being able to go to Bosnia, it's...
Right?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, that just shows you just, who this woman is. You are just awesome. You're a huge role model, and a lot of people can learn a lot from you and your hard work. And I really appreciate you letting me interview you again. And on that note, we'll be following her career. We'll be talking to her in Bosnia, and I'm sure you're going to do good there. And just give me a hug, man. I'm so happy. Super excited. Thank you.
Yeah.